with another video. But this video is going to be a little bit, what I got going on here with my shirt? This video is going to be a little bit different. Now, you guys are used to seeing me, in my acting zone, how I got my acting thing going on. And if you don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you don't really know much about me because I don't post a lot of, the things going on in my life on YouTube. But I'm gonna change that. Um, People have been inquiring about a lot of things that I got going on, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to share my experience with you guys up here as to how things happen, and how if you're interested in doing the things, what avenues you could take to get there. So this first video is actually gonna be about my move to Georgia. Yeah, I moved to Georgia. I'm the one in 16 billion people who took the leap of faith and moved to Georgia. Um, Cause yeah, people have been asking me, like, they've been inboxing me and Facebooking me, Britt, how'd you make the move? Blase blase. So, um, I just want to get my scoop on it. Everybody's experience is different. I took the opportunity to actually Google moving to Georgia when I first started preparing. So it was extremely helpful. So I figured, somebody will see this video and be like, hey, let me see how she did what she did. So let's jump right into it. So first things first, location. There are so many places that you can move. So many cities, so many small towns, big towns. You have to determine what you're looking for. Most people, what's the number one place they think of? Georgia, Atlanta. I was one of those people. I wanted to move to Atlanta. My pockets couldn't afford to move to Atlanta. Of course, the whole Georgia thing was to better opportunities for my family, but more so, excuse me, more so for me to pursue my acting career. But I had to be realistic when I was thinking about these things. I had to make sure that I was not living beyond my means. I'm not rich and famous yet, so I still got a budget. And I have a family. I have 3 children, 2 biological, 1 step. So I need to make sure, everything was in my budget. So, of course, I was Googling Atlanta, Googling surrounding areas around Atlanta. And I noticed that it became more affordable as I moved out. From the farther I moved away, the more affordable it became. I looked into Stone Mountain, Riverdale, Fayetteville, Georgia. I fell in love with that, but it was it, couldn't find anything affordable. So I ended up settling in Augusta, Georgia, which is about 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know my northeast, east, south, west, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Yeah, west, I think. But yeah, I moved to Augusta, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Um, but I think the main issue with moving to Augusta was that it was gonna be so far. It's 2 hours away from me audition. It's so many opportunities in Atlanta for audition. I was just like, oh, 2 hours away. But when you have a passion for it, you got to go for it. There's always gonna be obstacles in your way. You just got to go for it. So I was like, okay, I want to make this move. This is where it looks like we're gonna be settling. I'll adjust it later on down the line. So yeah, so when I determined that we were gonna be in Augusta, I started googling, rental properties and things. Zillow was my best friend, guys. Zillow was my best friend. We found our house in on Zillow. So please, Zillow.com is a big help. I did apartment rent, but A lot of that was in Atlanta. I didn't really see too much on apartment finder, apartment rent, apartment, something like that. Um, for the Augusta area. Um, so yeah, that was how we got the move thing going on. So far as finding a place to stay. Second thing, job market. Uh, the job market here is just like any other place. Um, Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. Um, Initially, I came down here with the intention to have a remote HR position. Um, I have my bachelor's in business administration with a concentration in human resources. And I had started the process before I left home with um, being a remote HR professional for a company back home. I don't know what happened. I don't Some miscommunication between the C because it was a new business, so miscommunication between the CEO, the plant manager, and myself. I don't know. Needless to say, when we got here, I didn't have a job. So now when I got here, I thought I had a job, but it fell through. So when we finally got settled in and everything, and all the dust settled, I ended up not having a job. So I having to look for a job. The job market is like any other job market. Um, do I recommend you have a job? Of course, absolutely. That was my plan, but it didn't work out like that. So I mean, the job market, it's a lot of in Augusta though. It's a lot of manufacturing companies. It's oh my gosh. I'm on the south side of Augusta, so it's quiet, and I mean it's gazillion manufacturing companies. So that, I ended up, finding a good job. So I'm excited about that. And I've been there 4 months, 4 months now. So, and I love my job. So I ended up finding that. Um, and then it was, so we got a place to live in Georgia, the job market. Another question that I was asked was, what else I was asked? The job market. I was asked about the moving here. Rent again. Rent is afford. I mean, it's affordable for me. You really have to go again on Zillow or some of the other rental places and see. I don't know what will fit your pocket. So definitely do that. But it's affordable here. The move itself was kind of expensive, of course, because we were packing up. We when I say we, my children, my husband, my children, and I, we ugh, it was expensive. It was expensive because you had the U-Haul. Well, Penske was cheaper. Number one, I use Penske. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. It was cheaper. Penske, and then we had to, gassing up the cars, our car, and then the rental car, and then, your first month and your deposit and stuff. It was expensive. It tipped the pockets really, really bad. But I mean, it was overall, it was a good experience. I didn't have I don't have any complaints about it now that everything is settled. So that's just my take on it. Um, just be prepared. Be prepared. Expect the unexpected, as I'm always told. Um, but if you have a desire to do it, do it. I mean, it was really. I've been saying I wanted to come to Georgia. It was time for me to pursue my acting career, and I got my degree and all this other stuff. I recommend anybody, if you have something and you want to do it, if you have dreams, chase your dreams. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. Do it. One of my dreams was to move to Georgia, and here I am. You could do it too. Love you guys. See you next time. Please like, subscribe, share, okay? Thank you.